75% of people in Europe live and work in cities. A dominant feature of our cities is road traffic. Modern urban life has resulted in a doubling of traffic in our cities over the last 20 years. It is forecast that traffic levels and car use will double again within our lifetime. Already, road vehicles are the most significant cause of urban air pollution. Poor air quality is now a feature of major European cities like London. Major roads running through mixed residential and commercial areas, like the Old Kent Road, create corridors where poor air quality become concentrated. This and the rising level of pollution in general is having a direct impact on health. The first major episode of traffic-related smog in London occurred in December 1991. Within 6 days, there was a dramatic increase in the number of people reporting to hospital casualty departments with breathing difficulties. And unofficial reports suggest a link to the 160 additional deaths over that period. The media are increasingly focusing attention on the declining air quality of cities as a result of rising vehicle pollution. The public are becoming more aware and increasingly concerned. How can we respond? There are two principal answers. Firstly, we must reduce vehicle usage through, for example, improving public transport. And secondly, we must reduce exhaust emissions. It has been estimated that half of our city air pollution caused by carbon monoxide is produced by as few as 10% of vehicles. By identifying these gross polluters, we could dramatically improve urban air quality. Random roadside testing requires individual vehicles on the road to be stopped and subjected to a static emission test. Whilst the test equipment is relatively inexpensive, it does require continuous staffing. It is expensive in human resources. Remote sensing monitors moving traffic and is able to identify individual vehicles with excessive emissions. Whilst initially expensive and at the forefront of current technology, this approach does potentially represent a more efficient and less costly method of identification. The London Borough of Southwark has pioneered the UK trial of remote sensing. With financial assistance from the European Union's LIFE programme, Southwark Council has evaluated the system on the busy Old Kent Road, the major route from Dover to London. Southwark have linked remote sensing to video capture of the licence plates and demonstrated the potential of its future role.
Well, I'm Chris Choi from BBC Watchdog, and we've been here today to look at some stunning equipment. It's the only example of the technology that exists in this country today. It's been used by Southwark Council to test people's emissions. Arguably, it's the #1 consumer story of any year, because every consumer has to breathe this air. And so if there's a story to be had here all to do with what is all around us, then we've got to be here. And fortunately the council have made special arrangements for us to show these images via our programme, bring this whole thing to national attention. We're very pleased to do it. And so far what we've seen has been pretty exciting.
The year-long study in Southwark has found 11% of vehicles cause 50% of carbon monoxide pollution. The majority of vehicles identified by remote sensing fail a static test. Real-time video capture of number plates is viable. Our pilot scheme has shown remote sensing has a valuable role. The information obtained by this system could be used in an enforcement or advisory capacity to promote the polluter pays principle. Air quality is dependent upon control of vehicle emissions. Remote sensing offers a tool to improve local air quality.